You don't mind rescheduling, right? It's just a small wedding. That was the sentence that shattered my last ounce of family loyalty. My name is Elise Monroe. I'm 36, a visual design professor at a liberal arts college tucked in rainy Seattle. I live a quiet life. Black coffee, long walks, warm cardigans, and sketchbooks full of ideas no one ever asks to see. That's me. No filters, no followers, no fake smiles. My younger sister, Camille, different universe. She's 29, a platinum blonde influencer slash brand ambassador with a million followers who hangs on posts, every latte pic and skincare hack awaiting the likes and follows. She lives for red carpet events and viral content. And my parents? They worship her. Always have. To them, I'm the reliable one, code for not the favorite. Last fall, I got engaged to Theo, an architect I met during a campus lecture series. He saw the world like I did, quietly, intentionally. We fell in love over pen sketches and bookstore dates. When we decided to marry, I chose the Ivy Room, a boutique gallery in the heart of the city where Theo first said, "I love you." Small, intimate, perfect. We locked in the date. May 18th, 3 p.m. Everything was set. Until Camille showed up. She called for a family dinner. "Big news," she chirped. I walked into my parents' house and knew instantly something was off. Champagne, glitter, my dad in a blazer, Camille beaming like she'd cured cancer. "I'm engaged," she squealed, flashing a ring that probably cost more than my car. "To Zane, and we're getting married on May 18th. Isn't that wild?" I blinked. "That's my wedding date?" She giggled. "I know, but you didn't trademark it, sis. Besides, ours is going to be huge. Yours is just cozy, right?" I turned to my parents, waiting for someone to say something. My father sipped his drink. "Maybe it's better if you adjust. Camille's will be televised. Think of the exposure." "Exposure?" My mother nodded. "It's just a venue, Elise. Be flexible. Hers is a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity." They erased my wedding with a shrug. I stood up. "I'm not rescheduling." Camille's smile thinned. "Don't be dramatic." That night, I told Theo everything. He held my hand and whispered, "We'll figure it out." But the next morning, my phone rang. "Elise," said the gallery coordinator, "I'm so sorry. The Ivy Room has been rebooked, under Camille Monroe's name. She didn't just steal my date. She stole the exact venue. She erased me. But what Camille didn't know, what none of them knew, was who Theo really was, and what we were about to do next." Theo drove us out of the city in silence. I thought maybe he was taking me to look at another venue. Instead, we pulled up to a gated estate. A modern glass pavilion shimmered in the forest, complete with gallery wings, private gardens, and a still water reflection pool that looked like it belonged in a film. I turned to him. "Where are we?" He smiled. "Home." Theo revealed the truth. He wasn't just an architect. He was the architect, heir to a multi-generational design dynasty. The estate we stood on, his private retreat. "If you want it," he said, "it's yours." I cried harder than I had in weeks, not because of the estate, but because someone, finally, chose me. But the plot thickened. That night, Camille's fiancé, Zane, DM'd me. We'd never spoken. "You deserve better. Can we talk?" I couldn't stop staring at the message. It felt like a live wire buzzing in my hands. Curiosity got the better of me, and I agreed to meet him the next day. As soon as we sat down, he laid it all out. Camille had lied. She told him I canceled my wedding because of budget problems, claimed the Ivy Room had suddenly become available. But then he dropped the real bombshell. "She's treating our wedding like a brand launch. Everything's about image. Sponsorships, camera crews, fake origin stories. She even asked me to pretend we met in Ibiza." Then Zane said the words that made my blood freeze. She has a burner phone, hides it in her makeup drawer, late night texts, laughing, deleting messages. I think she's cheating, but more than that, I think I'm just another accessory. I should have been shocked, but I wasn't. Zane leaned in. Whatever you're planning, I want in. I told Theo everything. His response? Good. Let's go bigger. Within days, our new wedding invites were hand-delivered. Custom calligraphy, private RSV codes, venue, the Redwood Pavilion. Whispers spread, rumors grew. And before Camille could post her big wedding trailer, an industry blog leaked our guest list. Art world elites, celebrities, even a surprise musical guest. Camille called me, smug. Hope your little event doesn't get lost in our shadows, sis. I didn't reply, but 2 days later, Camille's perfect little world cracked and then crumbled. It started when Zane refused to approve the final guest list. Word spread that something was off. Then an expose hit a major wedding blog. Our wedding guest list had leaked, and it was everywhere. A-listers, renowned artists, top-tier designers, and right there at the top of the seating chart was a name that made Camille's blood run cold. Vivian Langford. Editor-in-chief of Glitz and Vogue, the same magazine Camille had pitched herself to for months begging for a feature. She'd spent her entire career trying to get Vivienne's attention. And now, Vivienne would be attending my wedding. That same morning, I received a small package from Zane. No note, just a velvet box with a flash drive tucked inside. When I plugged it in, I found everything: text messages, audio recordings, video clips. Camille in all her unfiltered glory. Her voice sneered through the speakers. She's soft. She'll back down. She always does. The gallery? Please, I'll outbid her. I want it because it's hers. She doesn't get a spotlight. This is my year. But not this time. At the reception, after the sun dipped behind the trees and the guests settled into candlelit tables, Theo stood with a glass of champagne in hand. Tonight isn't just about love, he said. It's about truth. About what happens when someone tries to erase you, and you choose to stand your ground. The room quieted, then the screen behind us lit up. Camille's voice echoed through the venue. She'll cry and cancel. She always does. That gallery is mine. I don't care what it takes. Gasps rippled through the crowd. Heads turned, phones lowered, whispers started, and then the final clip. If Elise really cared about that guy, she'd step aside. He's just some artsy nobody. My wedding is the real deal. The room fell silent. That's when the double doors burst open. Camille stood at the back, trembling, still in her custom gown. Mascara streaked down her face. She scanned the room, desperate to find a lifeline in the sea of disapproving eyes, but none came. Then my mother stood. Her voice was clear, firm, unlike anything I'd ever heard from her. Camille, she said, enough. Leave. And just like that, the golden child, the family's star, was publicly dethroned. 3 days later, a letter arrived at my home. No return address. Inside was a single handwritten line. This isn't over. You stole everything from me. Just wait. Camille. I should have been afraid, but I wasn't, because by then Camille had already lost everything that ever mattered to her. Her sponsorships vanished overnight. Brands distanced themselves. Her skincare line dropped her collaboration. Her management released a statement cutting ties, citing integrity concerns. And Zane? He ended the engagement in a single sentence posted quietly online. Due to irreconcilable values, our engagement has ended. Wishing her the healing she needs. He even donated the wedding deposits to a women's shelter in my name. Meanwhile, Theo and I returned from our honeymoon in Florence, surrounded by art, sunlight, and the kind of peace I never thought I'd have. I was offered a promotion at the university, and I launched a mentorship program for young artists who've been bullied or pushed out of their creative paths. And Camille, she showed up once, uninvited, screaming outside my lecture hall, demanding I fix what I ruined. Security escorted her out, witnesses, footage, everything. I filed a restraining order. She deleted all her social media shortly after. Her name, once plastered across influencer campaigns and trending hashtags, now draws nothing but silence. As for me, I finally stepped out of the shadows. I didn't just get revenge, I got my power back.
If you loved this twist, just wait. There's more where that came from. Watch the next revenge story now and see karma strike again. Don't forget to like and subscribe to keep the stories coming.